Hello, my name is Kyla. Let's begin by coming to our yoga mats, lying on our bellies, and bringing your forehead to rest on the back of your hands. Begin noticing the weight of your body and feel how you are held. Eclipse season energies can be high. There's a lot of talk of eclipse season being very difficult and hard, and that can be true as far as there is a lot of uncertainty. But this uncertainty is really designed to initiate you into a new way of being. Creative initiative is the path of every human spirit. Every one of us must at some point in life leave the crowd and head off into the uncharted wilderness of our heart. That is by Richard Rudd. This April total solar eclipse will be happening in Aries, and more specifically Gene Key 51. It is a wonderful time to take initiative. You are being invited to step into the next level of yourself. Over the next 35 minutes or so, I will guide you through movements and postures, and some of them will be accompanied by a mantra that I invite you to repeat as you're holding each pose. Begin to make your way into Sphinx pose, bringing your elbows under your shoulders and opening your heart. Lengthen the back of your neck by dipping your chin slightly, and use your hands to pull back as your heart extends forward through the gate of your arms. Your pubic bone is pressing into the earth, the tops of your feet firmly planted, and find softness here. Notice if you can feel the softness at the same time you feel your strength. Throughout each posture, I invite you to close your eyes and really bring your intention inwards. You can softly bring your eyes gaze to the point between your eyes, between your eyebrows, where your third eye is located. During this time, you might feel impatient or agitated, as the shadow of Gate 51 is an agitation, but I invite you to stay and to witness and to keep breathing. This agitation that is ever present in the shadow of Gate 51 is not a bad thing. It is there like a blister on your foot to make you look, to make you adjust, to make you pause, and to make you face it. So give yourself this time. See if you can listen and notice the agitation within you. And instead of compulsively trying to avoid it, see if you can tune into it. Make your way up to all fours now and push into the mat as you come into a cat and a cow pose. Feel free to take any movement before settling back into a very grounding child's pose. Imagine a weight on your tailbone, anchoring into the core of the earth. Breathe deep into your back body, filling up both left and right and up and down. And on your exhale, let it all go. The universe is inviting you, asking if you want to be initiated into the next level of awakening. This class will help you tune in to your intuition, your forgiveness, your acceptance of all that is, so you will be ready to say yes to the invitation from the universe. The first yin style pose will be frog pose, so begin to widen your knees, taking them in both directions, extending out from your hip bones, and then your ankles extending back from your knees. So if you look back, it will be a 90-degree angle on both sides. You can prop yourself up on your elbows, or you can make your way all the way down onto your chest. And this is our first yin posture, and the mantra for this posture is, I accept the invitation into an entirely new way of being. Again, that is, I accept the invitation into an entirely new way of being. And repeat this to yourself internally as you're holding this posture, slowing down your inhales, really, really, really slowing down your inhales and your exhales. I accept the invitation into an entirely new way of being. You'll want to come to your edge in this posture. It should be not too uncomfortable that you can't surrender. And as you breathe and soften, you may slip further and further as your body lets go of the tension. Slowly wiggling your feet, pushing into your elbows as you move a little bit forward so you can slowly and intentionally bring your knees back behind your hips and windshield wiper your legs side to side. You can press up into an all fours position here and notice how your hips feel. Push back into downward facing dog. Find stillness and make any small adjustments. Slowly walk your feet to meet your hands and come into a forward fold. Feel free to bend your knees deeply here. Your feet are grounding into the earth, and your upper body is hanging heavy. Your head like a bowling ball. You can clasp opposite elbows. And you can play with the level of bend in your knees, and see how that changes where you feel it in your low back. Straightening your legs slightly, you can place your hands on the floor, your shins, and come to a halfway lift. And bend into your knees, ground into your feet, root to rise, stand, reach your heart up to the sky. Exhale. And stretch out your feet here and your ankles. And notice if you feel any different than when you first started class. Already. Bringing yourself to a wide-legged stance. Point your right toes to the back of the mat and come into a side angle pose. We're just going to stretch here for a moment. Should feel good on your side body. Keep length in the right side of your body as you feel the stretch in the left side of your body. You can bring your gaze to look down at your toe or up at the sky. Your chest is open. And then reverse it. Feel the stretch on the other side. Pointing your left toes, guide your left hand down your leg, extending your right hand to the sky, opening your chest. Breathing, anchoring your right foot into the earth. And reverse it. Step to the top of your mat. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant your hands, step back to plank, chaturanga, downward dog. Reconnect to your breath. Find your center. Inhale your right leg high to the sky, coming into pigeon pose or swan pose in yen. I will give you another mantra. Look back to the right and left. Check that your extended leg is straight, including your foot. And sink into what feels good to you here. In this posture, the mantra is, in times of uncertainty, I fully trust my intuition. In times of uncertainty, I fully trust my intuition. Feel free to stay here for more breaths, or I invite you to walk your upper body either to the right side of your mat, so over your front bended leg, or over to the space on the other side. It just gives you a nice extra stretch in your low back and your hip. A few breaths here. In times of uncertainty, I fully trust my intuition. Slowly making your way up. Keep your front leg bent and listen carefully here. We are going to walk our hands up and then kind of push back so you're on your hips and you're keeping that right leg bent in. So your heel is in your groin and then your left leg is extended out to the side. Inhale your arms up, extend your spine and tilt over, leaning over your extended left leg. On an inhale, come up and make your way to a reverse tabletop. Allow your head to drop back if it feels good. Press your hips up towards the sky. And you can rock back and forth, getting a nice stretch in your shoulders and your wrist. Coming back down, we will bring your left leg up into pigeon's pose or swan pose, facing the back of your mat. Again, find a position that works for you. Feel free to use your blocks here. Look back at your back leg, making sure that it is straight, and then come find your position where you can hold. The mantra we are going to repeat here is, I recognize and accept all parts of myself across all timelines. I recognize and accept all parts of myself across all timelines. I recognize and accept all parts of myself across all timelines. If you want to make your way to one side or the other, now is the time to do that. back to your breath and slowly push up, leaning back on your hips, keeping that leg tucked into your groin, and leaning over for a nice side stretch with your right leg extended. Feel free to move your left arm around, stretching into your shoulder here. It feels really nice. Now coming into a wide-legged position, plant your hands behind your back and press into your heels to lift your hips before coming into your next yen pose of forward fold, a wide-legged forward fold. Your mantra here is, I courageously remain gentle as I explore the unknown. I courageously remain gentle as I explore the unknown. When you are ready, slowly using your hands to push back up to a seated position. You can bring your heels to touch and find a comfortable seat, cross-legged or in hero's pose, sitting on your knees, whatever you prefer. And begin to notice what's going on with you. How do you feel? You are innocent. You are trustworthy. And you are invited, a grand invitation into the next level of you. Inhaling deep into your belly. Inhale with compassion, with softness, with gentleness. You're welcome to stay in a seated meditation for the last of the class, or you can make your way into Shavasana. Either way, surrender here. Feel how everything that you are holding and have been holding is also being held by Mother Earth. Scan your body. See if there's just 3% more that you can surrender, that you can let go, that you can set down. Feel free to stay here as long as you can. But if you are ready to end class and proceed with the rest of your day, then you can make your way into a seated position. Thank you for doing this eclipse prep work, and I hope you know that right now the universe is giving you a huge bonus, a huge invitation, and opening up portals for you to step into the next level of yourself. And this requires forgiveness, and this requires you to face your fears with love and to step into your heart. Bring your hands together at prayer, and we will close with a long sat and a short nam. Inhaling into your belly, exhaling all the way. Inhale to chant. Sa. Bowing your mind to your heart and your heart to the earth. Namaste. Like and subscribe, and I will be with you on the eclipse. Thank you.